Hello, Dolphins fans. The Miami Dolphins are entering the offseason with one clear priority: strengthening their quarterback cap space and filling crucial holes on the roster. According to behind-the-scenes reports, the Dolphins' strategy for the 2025 NFL Draft may include securing a developing quarterback, a move needed given the limited depth at the position on the roster. Tua Tagovailoa is currently the only quarterback under contract, signaling the urgency of both veteran leadership through free agency and young talent through the draft. I have something important to share with you today. But before I go any further, make sure you've hit the like button if you've been a Dolphins fan for over 25 years. It's great to see fans of all ages. Unfortunately, the season is already over for the Dolphins, but things are heating up in the final stretch of the playoffs. The Chiefs beat the Texans on Saturday, and now the Baltimore Ravens will be looking to beat the Bills in their Sunday game. Who do you think will face the Chiefs in the playoffs? The Ravens or the Bills? Leave your comment. Now back to the Miami Dolphins. Chris Grier and Mike McDaniel need to address the quarterback issue. Skylar Thompson's departure signals a shift in strategy for the Dolphins. No longer counting on him as a backup option, the team is interested in finding a reliable developmental player who can eventually step up if needed. However, the quarterback position is not the team's main concern this offseason. The priorities are addressing glaring issues along the offensive line, filling holes on the interior defensive line, and securing the safety positions. These areas have been identified as essential for Miami to maintain competitive momentum next season. The Dolphins' decision-making in the draft is shaped by practical considerations. Despite the need for a quarterback, it's unlikely they'll spend a top 50 pick on one, especially with the class of 2025 being described as relatively weak in depth. The team holds two key picks, at number 13 and number 48, which are expected to focus on their primary needs. However, with several promising quarterbacks projected as mid to late round prospects, the Dolphins may have intriguing options to consider. One standout name is Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, who has been gaining attention in draft circles. Dart is noted for his impressive deep ball accuracy, size, and arm strength, which make him a compelling third-round target. While there are questions about his ability to progress through reads under pressure, these shortcomings could be addressed with strong coaching. With his ability to deliver high-impact plays, Dart presents an option for the Dolphins to consider as they explore quarterbacks who can complement their existing roster without significant immediate expectations. Another name worth noting is Alabama's Jalen Milroe, whose dual-threat abilities and athleticism have drawn comparisons to past successful mobile quarterbacks. Milroe's rushing capabilities, highlighted by 20 rushing touchdowns and over 700 rushing yards last season, make him a potential game-changer even as a backup. Although his regression as a passer raises concerns, the Dolphins could leverage his unique skill set to create specific packages, much like how the Ravens used Lamar Jackson early in his career. Kyle McCord, who found success after transferring to Syracuse, is another prospect who fits the developmental mold. Despite struggling during his time at Ohio State, McCord led the nation in passing yards and showcased his ability to excel in intermediate and deep throws. His trajectory and resemblance to quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins make him an interesting option for the Dolphins in the middle rounds. Additionally, Curtis Rourke from Indiana brings his own appeal as a tall quarterback with a strong arm. Although he isn't mobile and has faced injury issues, his pocket passing abilities and ability to execute back-shoulder throws make him a system-friendly option. In Mike McDaniel's quick-pass offense, Rourke could thrive with proper development. Finally, Quinn Ewers from Texas rounds out the top 5 quarterbacks being discussed for Miami. Despite his injury history and inconsistencies, Ewers' arm talent is undeniable, making him a potential long-term project. However, his need for a complete mechanical overhaul leaves room for doubt, and his developmental timeline might not align with Miami's immediate goals. The Dolphins' interest in these prospects reflects their intent to build for the future while solidifying their current roster. The 2025 NFL Draft is shaping up to be a pivotal moment for Miami, not only in addressing their quarterback situation, but also in ensuring they remain competitive across all phases of the game. With intriguing mid-round talent available, the team has options to bolster its quarterback depth without sacrificing other crucial needs. What do you think, Dolphins fans? Should Miami prioritize one of these quarterbacks in the mid-rounds, or focus solely on their immediate roster gaps before considering a developmental project? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned for more updates on all things Dolphins. Beyond the top 5 quarterback targets, the Dolphins have additional late-round options to consider, especially if they prioritize filling other needs in the earlier rounds. These quarterbacks may not carry the same level of hype as higher-rated prospects, but they offer intriguing qualities that could make them valuable developmental players for Miami. One such name is Dillon Gabriel, the seasoned quarterback who finished his college career at Oregon. Known for his accuracy and composure, Gabriel could seamlessly fit into Miami's system. His experience and ability to operate within an RPO scheme make him a natural understudy to Tua Tagovailoa. Moreover, as a left-handed quarterback, Gabriel mirrors Tua's throwing style, which would allow the Dolphins to maintain consistency in practice and game situations. His extensive college tenure and solid performance make him a potential late-round steal if the Dolphins are looking for a dependable backup or practice squad prospect. Riley Leonard from Notre Dame is another name worth keeping an eye on. While not as polished as some of the other prospects, Leonard has shown flashes of brilliance and could be a developmental gem if given time to adapt to the professional level. Similarly, Max Brosmer from Minnesota and Brady Cook from Missouri round out the list of potential late-round targets. Both players have demonstrated resilience and growth during their college careers, traits that are often valued in backup quarterbacks who may need to step in under high-pressure situations. Will Howard from Ohio State also deserves a mention. His ability to read defenses and execute plays under pressure aligns well with the Dolphins' offensive philosophy. While he's unlikely to be a starting caliber quarterback early in his career, Howard could serve as a reliable backup while honing his skills under the tutelage of Miami's coaching staff. The Dolphins' strategy in targeting these late-round quarterbacks is clear. Find players who can contribute as backups or practice squad members while developing into potential assets for the future. This approach minimizes risk while maintaining roster flexibility, ensuring Miami can address their more pressing needs with their higher picks. At the heart of Miami's offseason lies a delicate balancing act. The Dolphins need to improve their offensive line, which has been described as a disaster after the struggles of players like Liam Eichenberg and Robert Jones, both now free agents. With the left guard and right guard positions in flux, the team must invest in securing reliable talent to protect their quarterback and create opportunities in the run game. Addressing the safety position and reinforcing the interior defensive line are also critical priorities, especially with the team aiming to build on a strong 2024 campaign. For the Dolphins, the quarterback conversation is part of a broader narrative. While Tua Tagovailoa remains the clear starter, the team recognizes the importance of depth and long-term planning. A strong veteran presence in free agency, combined with a developmental draft pick, could create a quarterback room capable of withstanding the rigors of an NFL season. Furthermore, a capable backup or developmental prospect provides insurance against potential injuries or declines in performance, ensuring the Dolphins remain competitive in a challenging AFC landscape. As fans consider these potential draft targets, the question remains, which direction should Miami take? Should the Dolphins focus solely on filling their immediate needs, or is it worth investing in a quarterback who could grow into a key contributor down the line? The answer may depend on how the draft unfolds, particularly in the mid to late rounds where Miami could find value without sacrificing their ability to address higher priorities. Now, it's your turn, Dolphins fans. Out of these quarterback prospects, who do you think would be the best fit for Miami? Are there any late-round sleepers you'd like the team to consider, or should the Dolphins steer clear of quarterbacks altogether and focus on shoring up the offensive line and defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates, and as always, fins up!